opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Las Vegas Raiders. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the jump.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
18, pioneer. Go.
Straight to the air they go. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. Short pickup to their own 31. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
It's a gain of 5.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the gun, Milrow finds him over the middle. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he gets them out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
To the right side, finds Bash. Near the sideline at the 30, still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
First down, play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Check smash. Check smash. 79 Bronco.
This is Genty on 2nd. Some space inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And it's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Okay, ready.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Catch made. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ready. Liking 18.
First down throw here from Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here we go. Set. Hot 7.
Milroe from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
60 Bison. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ready.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Walker on first down. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Get it. Lions.
Throwing now, Milroe. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Kid, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick six. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Milrow with it on 1st. That one's cut along the left sideline.
It's a gain of 18.
And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing here, Milrow. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of one here. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Now it's Milrow. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Dumps it off to his running back. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
3-yard loss on the play.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it on defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They're in long for him here. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Rolling from the gun here. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. They send a man in motion. Here's Milroe to throw. Past the 25, still on the move. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and short, it's Milroe. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders who have 1st and 10. Setting up to throw. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here.
17 yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. Ready?
From the gun, Milroe. A throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions.
To throw, here's Milroe. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Shotgun now on third down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Taking it on the slant by Besh. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick.
First and 10 at the 17-yard
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the red zone on first. Pittman's got it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Unable to connect with his running back. So it'll be second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Milroe from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down throw here from Milroe. This one's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set now. First and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer, go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Got it, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
79 Broncos. Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up second down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They motion the slot man right.
Ready.
Second and 10. No room to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Milroe throwing on third down. Escapes out to the left. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting that one to Jack Besh. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Genty from the gun. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
By Derek
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is a heater going deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Julian Love. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Down the sideline inside the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds a man right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
From the red zone now. Got his target. It's Higgins. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Milroe's going to sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for
And just
Seattle.
like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Trey Tucker to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Roll, 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 go!
They'll toss it. Genty. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 36-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pass play coming here. That's complete to Bowers outright. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's short the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Jukes away from one. And they'll bring him down, but some nice damage done on that return.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Set, Bronco 80.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
From the gun, Milrow. Higgins makes the catch. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Milrow. It's dropped underneath. Walker attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos. Go.
3rd and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dropping back to throw. Connecting on the slant. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hand off to Genty. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
to pass on 1st and 10. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcat, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Looking in the air here. They did it! He made the interception! Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
70 Wolf.
Man in motion here. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He is rocked. That ball's free. And this is going to be Raiders football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. No one's around him. He's got space. Running down the left side. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Raiders 24, Seahawks 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Purple 80. Dragon 60.
Here's Milrow to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And dose of the hurry up here.
That's good. Seahawks, 1st down.
18,
1st
right
and 10
here.
at the 49-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Milrow with it on 1st. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Seahawks 16. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. They set up the screen. It's Pittman out wide. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. All right, here we go. Second down.
Cougar 19.
Here's a throw. They did it! He made the interception! That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks have some new life in the fourth.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
60 Bison, 79 Broncos, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
First down throw here from Milrow. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game. First call here coming from the shotgun. Giving this to Genty. And he's not going to get anything as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Back to throw it. Man downfield, and Myers has it. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Check, Panther, set. Bronco 80. Set up.
Genty. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.